Yo, what is going on, guys? It is King Gamer here, and I'm back with the new YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoy. In this video, we're going to be talking about a really debated topic that I got a lot through the YouTube comments, and I also got a lot through the Twitch chat. And I wanted to talk about this topic because it's been going on a lot, and it feels like no one's really talking about it. And is SONYA the best cameo for Sub-Zero, or is it like Kano or Frost? We're going to be discussing it because it's a pretty interesting topic, and I'd love to be able to talk about it with y'all. Before we get started with today's YouTube video, I want to go ahead and thank everyone. We recently just passed 2,500 subscribers. It's a huge accomplishment to the channel, and I can't wait to continuously grow with Mortal Kombat 1 arriving in 15 days, right around the corner. And without further ado, let's get into today's YouTube video. So, you're going to see some gameplay just being going on in the back. It's actually me versus Diddle. This happened in the Mortal Kombat 1 beta. You're going to see his Lee May versus his Lee May and Frost versus my Sub-Zero and SONYA. So, SONYA was actually the cameo I used throughout the majority of the beta. I did try a little bit of Frost in the beginning, but I felt like it just wasn't the cameo combo for me. The reason why I actually chose SONYA is because she gets a lot of converts off of Sub-Zero's low, off of a down 2, good combo extenders. It is actually, I would consider, the safest cameo for Sub-Zero. There's not too many things that you do with SONYA that makes it sort of like a risk, right? So you pretty much, you do the thing about SONYA is she has her leg grab, which is a cameo move that I didn't normally do throughout the beta, but especially not having a training mode, there wasn't really, too much to practice on. I understand you're going to say, Gamer, there was towers, so you could practice and work on stuff. I'm mostly a player who likes to play, especially during the beta. There's not too much time. I kind of want to just play and learn a lot on the fly. So that was one cameo move I didn't get to normally use. I normally used either her projectile, onion ring, or her arsenal attack. But that was one of the things I really like too, is being able to convert off of Sub-Zero's low attack. You were able to actually just tap R1. You can see right there that I also try to, do a down 2 and go for the attack, and that actually works off of specific ranges and specific timing. That is just a preference of me. It also lets me know that you can play safe going with some cameos compared to Frost or Kano. So I actually got asked the question, Gamer, why aren't you using Kano? It's the best option for Sub-Zero, and it's really just a preference that I normally felt. I'm not normally a setup person, I would say. So setups meaning into Kano ball, or using Kano knives, which is, I thought Kano was honestly the strongest character, but cameo inside of the beta. I felt like a lot of people, whether they were using Sub-Zero or Johnny or Liu Kang, I felt like that was mainly the preference a lot of people were using. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely a strong attack for cameos, but as far as getting a lot of combo converts and keeping it safe, I would say, because it felt like a lot of the things you could do as far as doing back 2 into Kano ball, or doing as low, you were able to in a sense keep it safe, but you weren't able to get a lot of the combo extenders, such as right there. That's a prime example. I know it whiffed right there, but doing armored slide and being able to convert off of it with SONYA is huge, because you're actually able to get near a 30% combo. I wasn't the most optimal, once again, because there was no training mode, so I didn't get to practice on a lot of things. I was mostly just playing in gameplay and just testing it out. This was a big time for the Mortal Kombat 1 beta to be able to test a lot of things and get comfortable with it. That's what I talked about on a recent video of why playing Mortal Kombat 1 beta was really important, is being able to test and get comfortable with this game, and being able to say, is this the game for me, or is it not? And that's what a lot of people actually, use the beta for. And, a lot of people just wanted to see, how comfortable or how used they could get to, with this being Mortal Kombat's first game, having, in a sense, assist characters that you can, basically, not tag in, because this isn't a tag game, but be able to like add additional combo arsenals to your game style. It brings out the creativity that we haven't seen since Mortal Kombat X, and that's what we're seeing return for this game. And that is like why I chose Sonya, is being able to really keep it safe. You know, doing some of these combos with Sub-Zero, it's basically just all safe. I feel like Sonya once again was the cameo where you could like calculate and cash out on the most damage. Now I could be wrong also, because Frost, for example, with her like freeze move right there, she was able to also, you know, with her low ground freeze, be able to do combo extenders. We did see that coming out from Tweety's gameplay, and he was actually able to cash out on significant amount of damage. But for me, it was just a preference thing of Sonya. You're able to get a down to convert off of it into a full combo. You're able to get a convert off of his back 3-4, which is his low string. You're able to also, you know, most people didn't know this, but and it actually wasn't like tested or seen enough. But Sonya's projectile, like her onion ring projectile, happens to actually be +1 on block as well. That's actually really like big as far as being able to implement some plus frames to your game style or your game plan. And that's one thing that Sub-Zero actually doesn't have, is a lot of plus frames to his attack. A lot of things are actually, you know, -6, -7, or his overhead is a risk, but at least you can do like back 2 into clone, or, you know, even back 2 into the onion ring, and it's able to actually leave you I understand plus frame with Sonya, you know, being +1 is not really too much to work with, but you're able to, you know, not, you know, be -6 or -7 at all times. It's definitely something to really consider and keep in mind. You know, however, Sub-Zero with like Kano and Frost, and looked at, in my opinion, the reason why I didn't play it is just because I'm not a setup character. Seeing Frost's orb or seeing the Kano ball, you know, it feels like how I played Green Lantern in the very you know, time frame of Injustice 2. I wasn't a setup person with Green Lantern. I was always a person who like cashed out on damage, and I felt like this was no different in this moment. Being able to cash out with Sub-Zero, that was the way I wanted to play the game. And that's one thing I want people to just realize going into the Mortal Kombat 1 release, is that there are going to be, you know, preferences, and there are going to be people who tell you, hey, this cameo is better. But if you feel comfortable playing a specific cameo, then go for it. You know, especially if you feel like this is the cameo that is going to sync with you, is the absolute way that you should be taking. Here's the thing about the Mortal Kombat 1 release, is that there's going to be 384 different possibilities. If you think about it, there's going to be, what is it, because there's 16 cameos and then one character selection. You're talking about like 16 different selections that you could have with your character, right? So there's definitely room to like experiment and definitely figure out like, hey, what is the direction that I want to be taking? You know, play around with it, you know, especially if people want to consider, oh, well, this cameo is the best one that you should be using. The thing is, it's really just a preference at the end of the day. I felt, you know, more comfortable and more like there was room to grow with Sonya, and that is exactly why pretty much all weekend, that is why I only played Sonya. And I understand too, I got asked in the comment section down below, like, hey, like, I'm only seeing like one combos coming out from Gambler and his Sub-Zero. Really, there was only 3 days. There's not, you know, there's not like creativity that you can be able to come out. You know, you can be able to like form some sort of different type of combos, but for the most part, you're gonna see what really makes me more comfortable, what I'm able to cash out on, what I would say is guaranteed damage. And there's nothing wrong with that. Once when you find like your character or your combo selection that you're able to get a lot of damage on, which is what you're seeing right here. It's just a simple combo of being able to do back 2-2, back 2-2, and to the air combo of 1-2, pop up of Sonya's attack. Like, it's just basic, but it cashes out on a lot of damage. You're talking about 30% plus, which in Mortal Kombat games is actually really critical, because there are some characters who barely, like, the minimum get like 30% combos, such as like Katana. She actually, you know, she got like 30% combos, what we saw in the Deoxys video. you know, being able to cash out on guaranteed damage is huge. You don't want to basically, right now is not the time where we're going to find like the most optimal combos with these characters. It's going to happen really over time, but for now we're just going to get comfortable with it. And that's exactly how I felt playing Sub-Zero and Sonya, just getting comfortable, playing safe. Now, Kano Knives and Kano Ball, I would say, is great for setups, right? I literally saw a lot of people set it up, or a lot of people be able to allow pressure. I did see like Kano Knives being used a lot, especially like whenever you're like coming in on the distance. It is an ambush attack, and ambush attacks are huge as far as what we're going to see from Mortal Kombat 1. And, you know, summon attack characters were not normally, they're not, I would say, normally going to be as strong as the ambush attack cameos, which we're going to be able to discover that more over time. Like I said, it's going to be really the early stages for Mortal Kombat 1. We're not going to know what's going to be overall great or overall bad, especially in the beginning of the game. It's like the perfect time for you to basically have like a character and like cameo combo, and not like it's gonna throw off your opponent because they're not gonna know like really what's your game style in the very beginning, and it's perfect too. Really, a lot of people are gonna start to adapt and like grow as far as these character selection and character combo selection. They're going to start to grow and be able to download, but it's not going to happen in the very beginning of the game. It takes a lot of people a good amount of time to be able to get comfortable and be able to like develop a lot of traits or like tendencies in this game. And there's already so much that is going to be happening on the screen. As you can see right there, like I just got set up. A lot of people are starting to like learn things and like put like in a sense the puzzle together. Like they're starting to like make it form and make it come all together, which is the beauty of this game. Once again, the creativity, you know, it's just such a beautiful thing to see for Mortal Kombat 1. And I can't wait. Once again, there was only there was only 6 characters in the beta with 4 cameos. So like obviously right now you're not going to see like a variety or like stylish type of combos coming out from literally any player. You're going to see basically the same combos coming out from everyone, but that's okay because it's still early in this is the beta we're talking about. This is beta gameplay. This isn't the actual release of the game, so it's perfectly fine that we see you know, things that are really looking the same in the game. And I know what people are going to argue, well, there's no creativity in the game if people are just using the same combos, but it's really early on in the beginning. We're going to see beautiful things coming out from this game. It's just going to take time for people to be able to learn and discover them, especially being able to have the training mode upon the release of the game. That is going to happen, and we're going to see a lot of cool looking combos over the future. But so Frost is another cameo, I would say. She had her setup orb. She had the low ground freeze. What was another attack that she had? Oh, she also had her like icicle like pushback attack, which does a significant amount of chip, but is actually discovered to be a high. So as long as you're able to read that on your opponent, you're able to actually duck it the entire time and get a full combo punish. And that's great in all, being able to, you know, have a lot of chip damage. But once again, if it gets red, then that's going to be a full combo punish happening your way. Her low ground freeze, whenever you block it up close, it's actually going to be a full combo punish. But it's actually really good. As you can see from like Diddle throughout this set in the background, you're able to actually see that he throws out low ground freeze whenever he like anticipates I'm gonna do clone, and it's a good call out. It's a good punish to be able to get a full combo off of it. Now having Frost's orb is like same way how I viewed Kano, is being able to just be a setup type of character, and it's just a preference all at the end of the day. You know, it's not something that I wanted to really like use with Sub-Zero. However, you know, there are going to be multiple different options where we can't say, oh, there's only one correct option in this game. And you're going to be able to like discover that over time, is that there are going to be multiple cameos that are going to be working perfect with with your selection of character. For example, like for me, like I wanted to try out Sector and Sub-Zero in the very beginning. That could be a possible like good selection. You know, there's so many different cameos. There's 16 different cameos in this game. There's no such thing as, oh, only one cameo is going to be perfect for the character selection. But once again, we didn't get to have like too much to really work with. We had I think 24 different possibilities as far as 6 characters and 4 cameos. The way you're able to figure that out is being able to just say like, oh, like how many characters are there and how many cameos are there, multiplied by each other, and that's going to be like how many different variety of selections you can have in this game. Like I said, upon the release of the game, 24 characters, 16 cameos. That means there's 384, or I believe it's 364, one of the two, different possibilities. So there's no such thing as one correct way with the character, and I want everyone to just know that. Right there is a prime example of what I was talking about, a down to convert into SONYA's attack and being able to get a full combo punish. Being able to cash out on a lot of things is basically huge for this game. You want to realize that there's only 100% of your life, and when you're able to cash out on like 30% of damage throughout one combo, it's actually really huge. It's basically, in a sense, almost 1/3 of your character's life, your opponent's life gone. So please keep that in mind. Once again, there's the combo conversion right there. That's near 25% off of a down to convert, which you can't really do that. I think you can do that off of like KAMEO with his knives, but the timing is really strict. And I know you're going to say, well, Gamer, I've seen you miss, with SONYA's attack throughout this video. Once again you practice the timing and get comfortable with it, it's going to make all sense and click for you and grow comfortable for you. It's just going to take time, and that's what we're going to see upon Mortal Kombat 1's release. But I want to know what everyone thinks, because this is a topic that has been arguably debated as far as Sub-Zero, like, oh, there's only like KAMEO like works perfect, which I actually had a lot of success working with SONYA throughout the beta. It's just, I want people to realize that you can explore and don't listen to just people telling you, oh, there's only one correct way, because if you're able to make it work, that is the absolute beauty of being creative in this game. And please keep that in mind coming with Mortal Kombat 1 happening in the future of this game. Once again, there's the convert off of the low. But that is going to do it for this YouTube video. I hope you guys enjoy. I want to know in the comment section what are your guys' overall thoughts. And I can't wait to engage and read them in the comment section below. That is going to do it. Take care, everyone. Bye.